Hey friends, it's Allison here, jumping in real quick before you get into all the juicy details of today's episode. Did you know there is just one more week left to our 200th episode giveaway where you have the chance to win a full ride scholarship to the Better Belly Blueprint? This is the way to heal your gut so that you can poop daily, ditch acid reflux, and balance your hormones even when nothing else has worked. Here's how you can enter. Leave a rating and review on the Better Belly podcast on Apple Podcast or Spotify between now and May 29th. Take a screenshot of that rating and review, then go to betterbellytherapies.com/giveaway and fill out our 200th episode giveaway form. You will automatically receive an email with a code for $200 off the Better Belly Blueprint, which you're going to get as soon as you send in that form. And then a full scholarship winner is going to be announced on May 30th and messaged by email. If you win, you're going to win a full scholarship to the Better Belly Blueprint. And if you don't win, you can still get $200 off, which is 20% off of the Better Belly Blueprint if you join by May 31st at midnight. So go ahead and leave a rating and review. Get that giveaway form filled out at betterbellytherapies.com/giveaway, and you can finally end your constipation, acid reflux, and PMS for good. Pam has struggled with constipation on and off her entire life. Now, in the last 8 months, everything has gotten way worse. Despite drinking water, eating fruits and veggies, and taking medications like Linzess and Senekot, she can't poop. If she does, it hurts and comes with a lot of cramping, bloating, and gas. Why aren't her constipation medications working anymore? And what can she do to actually heal her gut and have good gut health? I'm answering these questions on today's podcast. This question was submitted via my Ask Allison program, where I answer questions you ask here on the podcast. If you want me to review your health story, just like I'm about to do with Pam, and give my thoughts on what you should do next or on what you're missing, go to betterbellytherapies.com/Ask Allison, and you can hear your question answered by me on an upcoming episode. Now, into our topic for today. Hey friend, welcome to the Better Belly podcast. Do you want freedom from bloating and constipation? Do you find yourself up late at night Googling natural constipation remedies, causes for bloating, or recipes and exercises to help constipation? Are you frustrated with the mind game of trying to figure out what foods are helping or hurting your gut? Hey, I'm Allison, mom, wife, and functional gut health practitioner. At a young age, bloating and constipation were my constants. I didn't know what to do and wished I could just live a normal life focusing on my passions, my job, and my family. I was tired of abdominal pain that woke me up at night and wasting time and money on gut health remedies that just didn't work. Breakthrough moment, the functional medicine and osteopathic approach to gut health. In this podcast, you will find natural remedies for bloating and constipation, practical, doable belly exercises and massages, and debunk the myths about what really is causing your tummy problems. So toss out those laxatives and say goodbye to that embarrassing gas. Your gut health is calling. And just as a reminder, this information is not meant to diagnose, manage, or treat disease. Always consult with your own health practitioner before you make any changes to your health.
Hi, Allison. My name is Pam. I have suffered from constipation on and off my entire life. It seems like the last 8 months have just become a nightmare. I eat and I struggle with going to the bathroom. A lot of times I could take a Senekot laxative after 4 or 5 days and that would work. That has now stopped working. I'm filling my body with water. I'm eating fruits and vegetables, and it just seems like nothing ever really wants to come out. When it does, it's when I have to take a laxative, and it's just a big gushy mess. I feel like I have low motility in my bowels, not necessarily true constipation. I'm not sure if there are different types of constipation or not. Of course, I go to the gastroenterologist, and the first thing they want to do is put me on something called Linzess. It has just made my stomach and my intestines hurt, cramp, gas, bloating, so uncomfortable. I just really would like to have a normal life. I don't know what to do. I hope you might have an answer. Thank you.
Hey, Pam. So first off, I just want to say thank you so much for bringing this question to me. I know this is a question that a lot of our listeners have who struggle with constipation, and this is a super common problem that I see in my office when I'm working with clients where they do all the quote unquote healthy things that their doctor says to do or that they find online. That's going to be, drinking water, eating the fiber, which is in your fruits and veggies that you're eating, just generally being healthy, and then taking medication when it's given to you, and it doesn't work. So I want to encourage you just to say, this is the normal conversation. This is like the normal starting point for my clients when they come to me, and it is totally fixable. So let's talk about what you need to do and what's going on here and why your medication and the water and fruits and veggies aren't helping you. So I want to bring it back to the fact that what you put in to your body is only 20% of the equation at most of what is going to heal you. So what you put into your body, that's going to be the food, the water, supplements, probiotics, medications, just something going into your mouth and into your gut system. That only is 20% of most of the equation of what you need to heal your body, or just kind of heal your constipation and all the symptoms, any symptoms you might have going on. The body itself is the rest of the 80% of the equation. So I want you to imagine when you're putting food, the fruits and veggies or the water or the Linzess into your mouth and into your body, it's actually your body that receives those ingredients and has to do something with it. So the reason Linzess is making you feel worse is because your body is not working with the medication. So the medication's having to bulldoze through a system that's not working at all. So what we need to do is get your body working with you again. It sounds like from your audio that you had shared that you have put a lot of thought into what you're putting into your body. So the food, fruits and veggies, water, the supplements, medications, but it sounds like you haven't looked at the body itself. And until you do that, then it doesn't matter what you put into it. You're just not going to poop. You're not going to feel good. You'll keep having all your other symptoms. So the body itself, when I'm looking at the body with my clients in my Better Belly method, which is what I teach in my Better Belly Blueprint program, what we are looking at how the body functions and how it directly correlates not just to constipation, but also to bloating and skin problems like acne, eczema, and PMS. Like all these things are wrapped in when we look at the body, what we want to know about. And if you're like taking notes, this is what I would probably write down. The 80% of the equation that is in the body, you want to know how well are you digesting, detoxing, do you have any heavy metals, do you have hidden pathogens, and then do you have nutrient deficiencies, especially minerals, but also vitamins. Hearing your story, Pam, I can never know what is causing your constipation. The symptom of constipation is a symptom. I want you to even think of like your body. It only has so many signals it can give to say that there's a problem. Kind of like, lights at a stop. There's red, there's yellow, and there's green. And those can tell you three different things. But if it's red, it might not tell you why it's red. Maybe it's red because there's like a green turn signal on the other side of the road, or it's red because whatever. This metaphor isn't perfect, but your body's saying, okay, you're constipated. That's like a red light, but it doesn't tell you why that red light is happening. And so that's the same with any of my clients who've ever come in with constipation. I can never know what my client is dealing with of these things: digestion, detoxing, nutrient deficiency, heavy metals, and pathogens. I just know that the causes of constipation, what the common causes are, which are what I just listed, and I know where and how to look in the body for those things. Hey friend, do you feel like you're never properly digesting anything no matter how you change your diet? Have you spent thousands of dollars buying supplements, labs, and fancy functional or holistic practitioners to simply have no relief from your symptoms? Or do you just want to poop daily, ditch acid reflux, and balance your hormones without being dependent on medications? If so, I've got great news for you. You can stop the money hemorrhage that's happening around your health and finally get worry-free health through the gut healer system. The Gut Healer System is my 2.0 upgrade to the former Better Belly method that consistently reduces our clients' symptoms by 80% in 3 to 6 months so that your health can finally feel easy. Our clients have gone from being stuck at home with fibromyalgia to watching their grandchildren's soccer games every evening, or they've been able to travel for work and pleasure without wondering the entire trip if they're going to become constipated and ruin their whole time. We've also seen clients get off of 40 plus years of medications that they've been on for acid reflux, constipation, and PMS, and stay off that medication without needing to be on lifelong extreme diet restrictions or supplements. I want you to be able to enjoy the holidays and family meals without fearing how you're going to feel afterwards or feeling guilty for what you do eat. If you are ready for this, head to betterbellytherapies.com/training to watch my free micro training to learn exactly how 600 plus of my clients have healed their gut even when nothing else has worked before. In this training, you're going to learn what your doctors are missing, even if they're functional or holistic, why no amount of food restrictions are going to heal your gut, the 5 toxin trap that is keeping you sick, how to heal your gut in the most affordable way possible, and the 3 steps to actually heal your gut. I can't wait to see you living a worry-free, optimal, healthy life. Head to betterbellytherapies.com/training to get started today. Now, back to the show. So the way you look into the body to see those things, if you're dealing with them or not, because I don't know which ones you're dealing with and to what level, the way you see that is with testing. And we have to do testing to see those problems because otherwise they're invisible. Unfortunately, this testing that I do to see these things is not available through your doctor. That's why I started Better Belly Therapies, my company, was because there's no other way to get these solutions through your doctor. I literally wouldn't need to exist if going to the doctor worked. So I'm going to get to how you can get these tests in a second, but I also want to address a question you had asked Pam, which was, you don't know if there's different types of constipation. And maybe officially somewhere in the DSM-5, which is like the diagnostic manual for doctors, maybe there's different types of constipation, but practically in my office, in my clinic, in my Better Belly method, there's no different types of constipation that would somehow change how we treat or what we test for. But there are different causes of constipation. So some of my clients have parasites that are causing their constipation, and some of my clients don't have parasites. Some have mercury toxicity behind their constipation, some don't have mercury toxicity. But whatever, that maybe the client who doesn't have mercury toxicity does have H. pylori and low stomach acid. Almost all my clients have nutrient deficiencies, which has nothing, again, to do with the quality of the food they're eating. Most of my clients feel that they eat very healthfully, but the nutrient deficiencies coming from other problems in the body, which, again, the testing is going to teach you how to heal, and that is going to solve your problem. So what I'd recommend for you to do next, this is what I'd recommend. You're like, okay, so I know all the things that aren't working. What do I do? Pam, what I would recommend for you to do is to find the hidden, invisible causes of your constipation that your doctor isn't and can't look for. And the way I do this with my clients is, 1, we do functional lab tests that they order through my program, the Better Belly Blueprint, and that gets sent to their home. They don't need like a doctor's note or anything like that. It gets sent to their home. They complete the lab tests at home with kits that include everything they need to collect their lab samples. Our samples are typically things like urine or stool or hair, or some of them are like you prick your finger and there's a little bit of blood. So you don't need to go to a hospital. You don't need to find a lab. You then complete your lab sample and send it back in. Once we have the lab results, then step 2 is you get a custom protocol that you build based on what you find in your labs. This protocol doesn't just look at what you're putting in your body, though there is a portion of it reserved for looking at things like food sensitivities or other food-related problems that we can address in your diet. But again, that's the only one out of 5 problems we look at. So this custom protocol is also going to look at the body itself, so you can heal that digestion problem that I mentioned, the detoxing, nutrient deficiency, heavy metals, and pathogens. When you heal the body itself, Then when you put food into your body or water into your body can actually do the right thing with it and essentially poop and get energy from it and get rid of brain fog and have balanced hormones. When you heal the body and then put food into it, that's when you start pooping again. So I've mapped out my entire process of this that I've taken over 100 clients through in my Better Belly method. And I will walk you through that process in my program, the Better Belly Blueprint. Working on your health shouldn't be something that is taking all of your mental energy and focus from your day-to-day living. You shouldn't have to be planning your days around trips to the bathroom or wondering when you're going to go next or feeling like what food is making you feel this way or how to fix that. You can live in a way where you have the energy to get through whatever your day throws your way. And not only am I proof that this is possible, but the 100+ clients I've worked with over the last 3 years are too. My clients are able to live every day with energy, without bloating, and feeling their best selves and pooping every day. How is this possible? Through the Better Belly method, my signature method to reduce your symptoms by 80% in 3 to 6 months, leaving you in a place where health feels easy. I want you to be able to go to every one of your child's or grandchild's soccer games and be able to be the too loud cheering parent or grandparent on the sidelines. I want you to be able to take that trip to Europe without worrying about where the closest bathroom is and if you're going to be miserable the entire time. I want you to be able to enjoy the holidays and family meals without fearing how you're going to feel after meals or feeling guilty about what you do eat. Your life should feel vibrant and your health should feel easy. So head to betterbellytherapies.com/blueprint to learn exactly how you can make this happen today with my signature method. This is the best way to heal once and for all in a way that no traditional doctors will support you through. I cannot wait to see you living your best life. Again, head to betterbellytherapies.com/blueprint to get started. When you join, you're going to get lifetime access to my entire Better Belly method, access to ordering labs, one-to-one support through our biweekly group coaching calls and private Facebook group, so that you essentially pay once and get lifetime access to all of this forever. That would be like paying for a doctor's appointment once and being able to go to that doctor's office and have appointments and ask questions and get support the rest of your life. So when you join, you don't have to order your labs all at once or even immediately. You don't have to start anything new before the New Year's start or before the holidays are over, because when you have lifetime access, you can do everything at your own pace. But the price is increasing on January 1st. The price right now is $597 as of this podcast episode going out, but it's going to go up to $997 on January 1st, 2024. You can also join for as low as $117 in our 6-month payment plan, meaning you pay now just to lock in our price before it goes up January 1st, and you get to lock in that price and continue paying in the new year. So if you are ready to join and end your constipation problems, the bloating, the PMS, the belly pain, any problem you have going on, brain fog or irritability or fatigue, go to betterbellytherapies.com/blueprint or click my link in the show notes to join today. If you have any questions that I haven't just answered through this little snippet, I have a frequently asked questions section, which I have linked in my show notes, or you just scroll to the bottom of the Better Belly Blueprint page, which is at betterbellytherapies.com/blueprint. Just scroll to the bottom, see all our frequently asked questions. And if you still have a question, send me a DM on Instagram and I would love to answer it, because I know this program is for you. It has been for hundreds of my clients, whether their problems have been hormonal or gut or fatigue, or they don't even know what. When doctors haven't worked and diet hasn't worked, you are still fixable. We can go help heal your body, and you can do that with my Better Belly method and me by your side every step of the way. Just go to betterbellytherapies.com/blueprint to join today. My last thing that I wanted to add in for you here, Pam, is that as you were sharing your story, I really thought of my client, Helene, who actually shared her testimony on episode 130 of my podcast. So I'm putting the link in that episode in our show notes, or you can go to episode 130 titled Feel Like a Digestive Nightmare, Achieve No Bloat, No Pain, and No Constipation in 6 months with my client, Helene. She'd also been struggling with constipation her entire life. She was 69 when she came to me, and we were able to get her constipation free and not needing to be on any medications or doing any kind of crazy support in 6 months. So just if you want to hear an example of what it's like to go through the Better Belly method, I took Helene through my exact Better Belly method process, and that's the results she got. I also want to make note that if you do listen to her testimonial, she'll reference the Foundations program, which is what my Better Belly method, that's how I used to work with people. What it was called was the Foundations program. That no longer exists, but instead I now work with clients through the Better Belly blueprint. So if you listen to her story and you want to go through the same process she went through to get the same results, just come back here, go to betterbellytherapies.com/blueprint, and that's how you can join. So Pam, I hope that was super helpful. I hope that you can see the difference now between not just what you put in your body, but the body itself, and just know that you can get better. And I want to make a quick note for some of you, maybe this isn't Pam, but some of you listening probably have done something where you feel like, oh, I have worked on my digestion. I've taken digestive enzymes, or I have worked on detoxing. I've done a juice cleanse, or I've done saunas, or I have worked on nutrient deficiencies. There's always a missing link in my clients, and it varies per person, but there is always a missing link. And I don't want to be super down. Like, what you have done is still good. You've made wins most likely in your health by changing your diet or trying new supplements. Those wins are not real, but it's okay if you didn't get to 100%. That doesn't mean you can't get to 100%. And there are still gaps you have that you can hit. So, I mean, seriously, if you have questions, if you're like, I feel like I did all these things, just come hit me up, send me a DM with exactly what you did. I can tell you what we do in our program that makes the difference, because I've never had a client come to me that we've not been able to solve their problems with this process. So go to betterbellytherapies.com/blueprint, or just follow me on Instagram at betterbellytherapies and send me a DM with your question. I would love to answer it. Again, price is going up January 1st. So hope to see you guys joining our blueprint and getting all these amazing life changes so that your 2024 is your best year of health in your life, and not because you're working mega hard or on a ridiculous restricted diet that is not sustainable, but because health becomes easy for you again and your symptoms just melt away. So if you're ready for that life, go to betterbellytherapies.com/blueprint, and I will see you in there. Hey friend, I hope you loved this episode. If you've been a fan for a while or newly loving this podcast, can you do me a favor? Drop into Apple Podcasts and leave me a review. When you leave a review, you do so much. You help me know you're listening. You can tell me what you're loving so I know what to make more of. And you help others by boosting this podcast so other people like you can find the podcast too. I mean, it's a win-win-win, right? So if you want a way to pay it forward, just go to Apple Podcasts or click the link in my show notes and leave a rating and review. And if you want some more free stuff, just head over to my free Facebook group, betterbellytherapies.com/Facebook, and you can get access to all of my free support for you, including some Facebook group exclusive stuff like my podcast episode vault, where you can search the Better Belly podcast by topic and find exactly what you need to expedite your healing. I cannot wait to see you in there. Catch you guys next week.